Next one will be Chris from Wendy Tours. So welcome on the stage, Chris. There you go, sir.
There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. That's not too bad. I can live with that. Okay, so thank you for having me here and listening to us from Wendy Tours. So to start with, I've got a little video about who we are. Okay, so that was a little bit about what Wendy Woo can do for you. So, who am I? So, I'm Chris. I've worked at Wendy Woo only a little while now, but I've been in the industry for quite a few years. There we go. There's me on holiday. So I joined Wendy Woo in November of last year. Previous to that, I was working for a company you may know of already, APT, working on the river cruise and escorted touring. But I'd like to say, I've been here for, I'm going to pull this up just because I'm leaning forward a little bit. So I've been, can everyone hear me now? That's better, perfect. Okay, so like I say, I've been in the travel industry for about 15 years now, been around the block a little bit, so hopefully it gives me the right to be up on this stage telling you a bit about Wendy Woo and what we can do for you. So what we've seen over with COVID and everything like that, we've seen lots of people have had their holidays booked, wanting to go to some absolutely fantastic places, but what you've seen now, our bucket list has now become our to-do list, and I see a lot more people doing that and actually getting out and going and see places around the world they may not have seen prior to that. So, as you can see, we've got over 40 countries in our range. Now, knowing the name Wendy Woo, most people think we only do China, we only do Japan, and we only do Southeast Asia. We've actually made a larger selection now, so we've got over 44 destinations. So when we made this, it was only 40. We've now got 44 destinations, including Europe, the Middle East, Latin America, China, Southeast Asia, India, and Japan. Now, at the moment, Japan seems to be the... Oh, okay, let's move on its own. Japan seems to be the hot topic where everyone seems to be going. So we are the UK's #1 Asia specialist. We are celebrating our 25th year this year, so we kind of know what we're doing, hopefully, by now. We offer escorted tours, group tailor-made tours, and also private tours, if that's something you are interested in. Now, the main thing for us... So we are one of the only few operators that offer entirely fully inclusive touring, okay? So not to get fully inclusive confused with all-inclusive. So we're not going to Tenerife with our plastic cup 5 or 6 times going up into the bar. So we are fully inclusive and not all-inclusive. And we're very, very proud to say we are also rated on FIFO. So don't just take my word for it. Over 5,000 views at 4.8 on FIFO. So let other people tell you how good we are and not just ourselves. Now, something we are also very, very proud of, I'm hoping this slide is on there. Oh, no, it's not there. So we've also does everyone get Travel Weekly? Everyone seen Travel Weekly? No? Okay, so Travel Weekly is the UK's largest tabloid and journalism magazine. So yes, on Thursday, we just got voted the best premium touring operator and also long-haul touring company. Okay, so voted by all the tourists and agents across the UK. So it's a fantastic award that we're very, very happy to have won. So, the Wendy Woo difference, award-winning service. So we are very, very proud of the service you see from our reservations team and also the team overseas. Now, we know that the guides on your tours and everything being taken care of is very, very important for yourself after spending such a vast amount of money on your tour. So everything should be perfect. Am I right? I can see nodding heads. Okay, perfect. So that's what we try and take care of whilst we're there. Now, with our guides, I'm not sure why this keeps changing. Our guides, when you're on tours, all have a minimum of 5 years experience guiding, and they talk fluent, perfect English rather than pidgin English, okay? So the guides we know are very, very important on your tours and do kind of make up the best part of your tour whilst you're over there. Now, we've always got some offers going on. So if you do see anything you like today, or if you hear anything, there is always an offer on, and we've also got our solo tours offers. Guys, is there any way of stopping this from keep changing? No worries, we'll work with it. One of the things as well that makes us fully inclusive is we've got our visas as well. So including all of our tours, you're going to find, I want to see if I can just jump on there. So including all of our tours, so you've got all of your flights, so your domestic and your international flights. You also have all of your food included. So a big part of anyone's tour is your food. So that is all included for yourself. So your breakfast, your lunches, and also your dinners. You've got all your transfers while you're overseas. You've got your guiding fees, all your entrance fees, all included. So the only thing you really need to pay for whilst you are overseas are literally your food, is your drinks when you're out on your tours, and souvenirs if you want to take anything home with yourselves. Okay, so everything is taken care of, and that's what makes us that fully inclusive touring operator. Now, we do have a few different ways you can choose to travel with. So we've got our classic tours, as you can see behind us, group sizes of 14 up to a maximum of 28. On average, our tour size is about 20 people. Okay, so they're not huge tours. So it means easy getting on the coaches, getting off the coaches. You're not waiting for too many people to come on board. With our coaches as well, we make sure we use 56-seater coaches. So even if there are only 20 people on board, you've obviously got that space in between each other. If you have a fight with your partner as well, we can put one of you at the front, and we can leave one at the back as well. So we can make sure you split up. We also have, like I said already, we've got our guiding, so that's already included in there. Expert guides, 5 years minimum, they have to have had before they can work with us. Now, the food that we have, which is quite important on anyone's tour, if you don't get fed, we're going to get some hangry customers, okay? So what we try and make sure we do, all your meals when you're in a hotel will be in hotels for breakfast, because it's easy to get you out and about and get you on the road as quick as possible. Now, during the days, though, your menu is going to be in authentic restaurants and local restaurants throughout the day. Now, if anyone's got any dietary requirements, we can take care of this already. You just need to let the agent know when booking, and we'll make sure that all your requirements are taken care of when you're out in resort. So it doesn't matter whether you're vegan, vegetarian, allergies, or anything like that, we can cater for you regardless of where you are in the world. I think we're both working at it now, trying to do both screens. So also, for those people that want to go touring, but are on your own. Now, whether you don't want to travel with your partner, or you decide you want to travel on your own for any other reason, we do also have dedicated solo tours. So if you look in our brochure and on our website, you will see there's certain dates which are dedicated to solo passengers. Now, what this means is there are no single supplements. You're guaranteed your own room. You've also got your airport pass when you're in the airport, so you don't have to think you're worrying about being out and about on your own. And then you've also got a drinks reception, so everyone gets to know everyone once you arrive. Okay, so our solo option is fantastic if you do want to go out and do things on your own and you don't want to kind of go and see a destination. If it's a little bit more obscure and you kind of want just that backing of a company with yourselves. So we also do private group tours. So if you belong to a group, a church group, maybe a choir group or a walk-in tour or anything like that, and you want to go on a tour, we can arrange a completely private, bespoke tour for yourselves. Now, we do have a minimum of 10 people on this tour, but we can get you out, again, with the same get my words out, with the same things you get with our classic group tours and the full Wendy Woo touring experience. You can have that, but out on our private group. Now, airlines. You might think what airlines we use. Now, we only use the top airlines in the world, so we kind of use people like British Airways, Singapore Airlines. We're not going to put you on things like Bamboo Airlines, that no one's probably heard of. So we are using the top airlines. Most of our flights generally will go from Heathrow, but we also can do domestic flights, so we can fly from Manchester, Edinburgh, and other airlines and different airports as well. Now, we also have some very, very good rates with business class and upgrading your flights as well. So if that's something you want to do, by all means, we can have a look at that when you're booking your flights. But yeah, in general, the airlines we use are all highly rated airlines to mirror what we do over at Wendy Woo. So, I've put one tour in there simply for the fact so you can see kind of what we do and the extent that we do our tours. Now, Japan, like I say, is our most popular tour that we do. So this is a 17-day tour, Japan Uncovered, and it takes in the whole of central Japan. So you're going to go places like Mount Fuji, you're going to go to Tokyo, the option to see sumo wrestling, depending on what months you go. But more importantly, you've got places to see the cherry blossom, which I think a lot of people would like to see, the cherry blossom, yeah. And also, if you go later on in the year, you've also got autumn, fall. Now, as you can see, it's not a one night here, one night there, one night here. So we try and make it more than 2 nights so you can actually get to relax in each destination that you're going to. Now, with touring as well, with the Japanese Uncovered, 17 days, it is a little bit of a whistle-stop tour. So there's not huge amounts of free time, but in each area you do get some free time to have a wander around and do your own thing. But because it is quite structured, there are a lot of places we need to be. It is kind of a non-stop tour. Now,
Japan Uncovered.
So just have a look at Japan. We'll show you this video here. So there you go. So that is Japan in a nutshell. Now at the moment, as I say, we've got offers on running out throughout the year. Our January offer is your partner flies free or solo traveller savings, so up to £1,600 per person. So some very, very good savings at the moment if you are looking to go to Japan, but that runs also across a lot of our other tours as well. So that brings me pretty much near the end of the tour of Wendy Woo. So it's very much more of what Wendy Woo can do for you. Now, just some key takeaways from today. Just remember that Wendy Woo will be going 25 years. We are award winning. Wendy Woo is still actually here. She's a very short Chinese lady that sometimes comes out on the tours that you'll get to see. So it's not just a name. We are, like I say, fully inclusive, one of the only fully inclusive operators. So once you're out in resort, you do not need to worry about a single thing. All your visas are already taken care of by ourselves, all included within the price you pay. You're also going to have all your excursions, your touring, your guiding fees, your entrance fees, all your food, absolutely everything, okay? So thank you very much for listening, ladies and gents.